just do a quick round of introduction. Hi, everyone. My name is Trevor. I'm one of the co-founders for EDEFI together with Jin Kai, CEO of I Am Logos. We have a creative entertainment company. And we're just really happy for you guys to join us this evening. And really excited that this is the inaugural, event where we hope that we can have people, creating stories that will change the world. I want to just pass the time to Jin Kai to introduce himself. And he also will be sharing quite a bit this evening. Jin Kai, over to you.
Hello. Thank you so much for joining the hackathon. We are very, very, very excited to have you with us. EDEFI is about telling stories, right? As a film producer, I've been film producer for the last 28 years. We believe that film has a great ability to impact people, to influence people's minds, to shape society. And that's why we thought we want to encourage more people to create tell stories that can inspire the world. As for myself, I've been a producer for many years, and I produce different kinds of films. I co-produce with different countries, from Indonesia to Korea to US, Hong Kong, China, all over. And it is really a pleasure to see you guys. And I hope in the days and weeks to come, as we have our one-to-one sessions guiding you on your projects, I'll be able to introduce more of what I do.
Great. Next one I want to introduce is Ibu Inga. She's from MPK. I'm really glad to have her on the board and her leadership. She's been working very closely with our team, specifically also for Indonesia. Ibu Inga, would you like to share something about yourself?
Yeah, should I speak in Bahasa or in English?
Up to you.
Oke, selamat malam teman-teman. Pada hari ini adalah pembukaan Lomba Kreatif Tech Hackathon untuk video singkat. Kami bersyukur bahwa sampai saat ini ada 160 peserta dari Indonesia dan terbentuk dalam 60 regu, 60 tim. Kami bergembira karena kami mentargetkan 50 grup yang masuk, tapi sampai hari ini, pagi ini, terdapat 60 grup. Pendaftaran masih dibuka sampai hari ini, jadi kalau teman-teman ada yang belum mendaftar, segera mendaftar, akan dijelaskan nanti apa yang, di mana pendaftarannya, serta video apa yang bisa di-upload atau yang diperlombakan. Selamat berlomba. Kalau kami juga menyediakan 2 kali meeting pada tanggal 15, tanggal 16, dan 17. Ada 3 kesempatan untuk bertanya, dan video tersebut harus dimasukkan pada tanggal 20 Juni pukul 16.00 waktu Indonesia bagian Barat. Oke, teman-teman, mari kita bersemangat dalam mengikuti lomba. Selamat berlomba. Terima kasih.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Ibu Inga. Next one, just a quick shout out to Joel from Edenstone. He's been such a blessing to the community by sharing his expertise. He's in also filmmaking and producing cool stuff also as well. Joel, would you like to just share a few words? And thanks for joining us as well.
Hi, everybody. I don't want to pick up too much time. It's such a pleasure to be a part of the inaugural EDEFI Hackathon. It really is a platform where like-minded people come together who believe in the power of using storytelling to bring more positivity into society and to also inspire people to, put their stories out there. What Edenstone stands for, this is exactly aligned to what we do, whether be it making films with AI or with real-life human actors as well. So we're all about producing good content, positive messaging, and just adding a little bit more of a spark and light to the world. Back to you, Trevor.
Awesome. Thanks, man. And of course, we're really glad to have one of our partners that's supporting us with the administration of this Faith Tech. We have Monica, and she's now in Taiwan, right? You're in Taipei now, or you're in some other part? You're Taipei, yeah. Great.
Taipei.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. Would you like to share a bit about what Faith Tech does, and then hand over the time to the other Joel so that he can actually share with us on how we can actually get the captions going? Yeah.
Yes. Hi, everyone. I'm Monica, and I'm part of Faith Tech. And Faith Tech is a global community of people working in tech, building in tech, and just supporting each other. And so this EDEFI Hackathon is a perfect alignment as well for us, because creative content with AI, this is just one of the things that we love to support, and we love to support young people coming together to do cool things. So that's it.
Awesome. And we're going to spin over to Joel, and he's based in Thailand, Bangkok. Joel, would you like to guide us on how we can get the captions going? Thanks so much, bro. Yeah.
Sure. Okay, so let me know if you can see my screen. If you can, I just want to guide you towards setting up your captions so that you can understand what is being said in English and translate it to Bahasa. So click on More, go to More, click on Captions. So I believe all of you can see captions. That setting should be available to you. Show captions and ensure that your caption language is changed to the caption language of your choosing. So if you are in Indonesia, change to Bahasa. If you speak Mandarin, you can choose Chinese. So this is how. If you have any questions, please let us know so that we can assist you. Also, we will share this throughout the session. But if you have any questions, you can go to the Q&A under More, and you can post a question there, so that we can answer any queries that you might have throughout this session today. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Isn't it cool that we can connect from all over the world and technology helps us to understand each other? How about that, right? As filmmakers, as content producers, you can produce something in your local language and you have someone else, in another part of the world understanding and loving it. So that's awesome. Okay, so we'll get the thing going and let me start to share the slides. Great to see everyone. I want to encourage everyone who's just joined on to see if you don't mind putting on your video camera, because we would love to see your beautiful faces, right? It's always nice to see, instead of just a black screen. It's always nice and lovely to see people behind that, because you are creators. We are here to honor you today. We're here to really come and support you and build you as you're building your content out. So I think as a start, we just want to welcome everyone. Chika, any few words before I go on into the briefing?
No, I'm just very glad they can join us. And just to add to what Trevor said, even if you're not beautiful like me, no hair, you're still welcome to turn on your video, right? We'd love to see you.
Dude, no hair is still cool. No hair is still cool. Okay, so anyway, one of the themes, or not one of the themes, the theme of really this hackathon and the heart behind why we're doing this is, if you can see this line here, edifying our world one story at a time, one story at a time. And if you're sitting here, we're going to believe that, you're going to have a beautiful story that you're going to share and really impact many lives. And we want to encourage you, and we are encouraged that you're part of this as well. So today, we have 3 segments of the program. And the first part is just basically, we just want to share a bit about why we're doing this from EDEFI's perspective, the heart and purpose behind the hackathon. The second part, we just want to talk a bit about what you're going to be filming in terms of the themes, just walk through with you all the redemptive themes that we're talking about. And I think, Jinkai, we're going to be sharing something cool also as well. One of the success stories that's been happening, and how we can actually use content to impact more than hundreds of thousands of people. The last part is actually some just house rules, basically how you as a participant for the hackathon, you need to prepare, the submission criteria, and of course, the most interesting thing, prizes that you win, because I want to win some of the prizes as well, all right? And of course, some of the timelines that you need to be aware about as well, all right? So that's the program for today. The first part, our mission. Okay, so maybe I'm going to ask Jinkai, why don't you read this and maybe share with us why we are doing EDEFI? Yeah.
Right. Our mission, as written here, is to spark a global movement of storytellers inspiring the world. As all of us know, right, media has an incredible ability to influence us. I have to confess that sometimes I am influenced by media as well. It shapes the way we think. It shapes what we think is acceptable behavior or not acceptable behavior. It really has great influence on us and for generations to come. And as a film producer for the last 28 years, I always felt like, what is there for me to do besides simply making a movie or making a series or making animation that entertains people? Besides entertaining people by making them laugh or scaring them with something scary or making them excited with some action film, can I use the stories to hopefully make the world a little better? So I thought, hey, I can't do this alone. I need friends. And it's incredible that somehow Trevor and I got together and found this common mission. And it's not just Trevor and I, and along the way, different people have gathered and right now forming a community of storytellers. And storytellers, I mean movie makers, people who make games, whether it's or even comics, different people from different parts of the world, including important, well-established producers, well-established directors, even uh, um, actors, artists, designers, people from all walks of life, including students. So the goal is for this community of storytellers to tell stories that can hopefully make the world better.
Awesome. And then our vision really is to really see a world where creativity flourishes. And this is an important line. Hope restores and timeless values shapes lives. I think stories have a powerful effect, not just to communicate, a point across, but to actually encourage lives, and we've seen that happen many, many times. And I believe that, the people that you're here, I really believe that you have a story to tell that can actually encourage many other people. What the Creative Hackathon wants to achieve is a new initiative. This is the first inaugural event because, me and Chika were talking, we always talked about this, but we never started to do something like this. And it was fun to actually just gather together and then actually start to really believe that we can actually bring a community together to craft short uplifting videos, right? And basically adding a positive voice to a digital space. And we'll later show you an example of even something simple like 3 minutes could actually impact really tons of people. And that's something amazing. That's the amazing thing about content. It doesn't have to be an hour long. It can be 3 minutes. It can be 5 minutes. It's how you actually craft your story. That's the most important. And of course, you can be participants as an individual, or you can form teams up to 4. Today, we're actually starting, but from the 15th of June to the 20th of June, that's where you're actually working to create a 2 to 5 minute short video based on 7 redemptive themes. So we've chosen these themes not to constrict your creativity, but just kind of like add a framework of how you actually craft your stories. Right. And of course, you can use generative AI. You can do it in a documentary style. You can run it as an animation or live action also as well. That would be fun to see, and we would love to see if you have some creative expressions in that area also as well. Next one is basically themes. And Jinkai, feel free to also jump in as I'm talking about this. Now, we chose these themes because that kind of resonates with what we want, right? To uplift people. And one of the first themes that we thought about was actually reconciliation, right? And reconciliation is powerful. Storytelling is powerful, right? But without a strong tension, you're not able to reach your audiences. And reconciliation is powerful because it talks about loss of something, right? Because your relationship is broken or something has been done that you actually have broken that trust cycle. And so, a story that actually shows how broken relationships can be reconciled, it's very powerful. Right. Another one that we wanted to talk about is resilience, right? How we actually, now we see this in every Kung Fu show, right? Jinkai, every Kung Fu show that we see is about a hero and the more he's beaten up, right? The better the story is. The better the bad guy is, the better the story, right? Because that's when you show, you need resilience to overcome adversity, right? So I think that's one of the themes, and you can go crazy with this theme also as well. Bullying can be a great story to tell about resilience, how a person can be bullied, and then you're actually overcoming that also as well. Maybe renewal, Jinka, you have any ideas of how you want to describe renewal? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens almost for most people, right, every 1st of January. I want to start my life afresh, right? Last year is bad. Now I want to start afresh. And not just every New Year. Sometimes we do on our birthdays as well. Oh, it's going to be different from now on, right? There's something in all of us that wants to start afresh, right? Sometimes not just 1st January, sometimes not just during our birthday, but even after we go through something, certain stages in life, and we feel like we need a renewal. Things come to an end, things have to start again. How can we restart? Not just so that we can do the same things again, restart and do things even better.
That's beautiful. How about revelation, Chinga? How would you encourage people in this particular theme of revelation? Yeah.
Yeah, revelation basically is I think in this world, right, we are faced with so many different versions of what truth is, right? Not just from what people tell us, but sometimes also from the misconceptions that we have in our own hearts, right? We see something, we form an opinion, and sometimes those opinions can be wrong. And then for some reason, afterwards, we see the real truth behind it. So sometimes a revelation comes and it really touches our hearts when we see that our misconceptions can be cleared up. If only we put aside our prejudices, to have a humble heart to really see it for the truth that it is.
Wonderful. And then, of course, redemption is a theme that, I think we've seen many times. And every time we're seeing something that has a theme of redemption, we're always crying a bit because redeeming is very powerful because it talks about a story of brokenness, right? And from brokenness, how a person can actually be redeemed out of the mistakes that he makes. I think that's very powerful. That's very powerful storytelling. And that always ends up, when the audience see ending like this, they always go, man, I can be broken and I can make mistakes, but I can recover for it. I can be redeemed, and that's something you might want to be encouraged to also share. And the last one, of course, is very beautiful. This is a picture of
Number
a
6, not
broken,
last one.
yeah. Oh yeah, number 6,
Second
right?
last one.
The restoration, second last one. Yeah, thanks. It's about even something broken, you can actually restore. It talks about our lives that can be broken, and the restoration process can be something that can be very healing. It doesn't have to have a happy ending, but it can show an ending where someone can go like, look, I could recover from something like this. I could be restored, from a broken relationship, a addiction or something like this. And that can be very beautiful to also see.
And if I may add to that,
mm,
what we see there is called kintsugi. For some of us who are familiar and some of us who don't know. So years ago, right, the Japanese, of course, are very famous for their porcelain ware, right? And because it was used to be expensive, right, before the days of mass manufacturing that we're in right now. So it used to be expensive to create something out of clay, make into beautiful porcelain. And when something breaks, they try to repair it. And after repairing it, they see, hey, instead of just trying to glue them together, why not I paint over the parts that are broken? And after I join it, why not I paint the crack with gold? What we often do is that now we try to hide what's ugly. We try to hide the mistakes. We try to hide the scars of what has once hurt us. But the Japanese show through this that no, actually you can paint gold over it, and those flaws can become beautiful. And after that, it became a trend. A lot of people started breaking bowls just so that they can glue it back and paint gold over, right? So that has become an art form in Japan, celebrating the fact that things that are broken, that are mended back, can actually become more beautiful than what it was before.
that can be a nice video clip by itself, right? You can actually show the process of that broken thing and then compare it to human life also as well. That's beautiful, man. Why don't you talk about the last one, which is actually reawakening, Jinkai? Yeah.
Yeah, a real awakening. Again, in fact, all of these themes, not just this one, probably are what we've all experienced before, right? In some form of another, whether you're 15 years old or you're 50 years old or older, we all have been through many of these different stages. And reawakening basically is about how sometimes our heart needs to have a reset, right? How it may be something that we lost, it may be longing that we have, to awaken our heart again, right? To again find love, or find purpose, or find faith. Because so often we get caught up into a world of habits, right? Our habits move us forward, or schedules move us forward, or all the what's called SOP, standard operational procedures, move us forward. We tend to do things, go about our daily lives because it has become scheduled, habitual. And sometimes we need to reawaken and find out what's my purpose. What do I want? What do I love? What do I believe in? So this inner feelings, these inner thoughts, I think we need to reawaken them. And I think those will be very interesting stories for us to share and for people to listen to, so that we all can find an awakening within us.
Yeah. So one of the things also wanted to encourage everyone, you be thinking like, are there connections between the themes? Definitely, right? Sometimes you need resilience and you need revelation before you actually hit the place where you can actually have reconciliation, right? But one of the things that we encourage you, choose a main theme, and of course you will have other themes that will also, kind of sit within it also as well. That's totally fine. But we're using this as kind of like a scaffolding for your storytelling, so that the outcome of this would be something that will give hope. I think that's what we said at the beginning. We hope that when people see your content, they go like, oh my goodness, I just feel so encouraged. And that's something that we will want to celebrate. Right. So the themes are not meant to constrain you. They're just meant to guide you, and you choose a main theme. But of course you can build in other themes that are similar to this inside the main theme. That's totally fine. So what we're going to do now is we're going to show you a video clip, which is the trailer that we've done, so that you can get a better illustration. It's just some examples that we've done. And let's enjoy that. Let me know if you can hear the sound when I'm going to play it. Shape a better world.
Media defines our world. It shapes our perceptions, our beliefs, our values. But when it distorts truth and amplifies extremes, it begins to corrupt what we value and pulls us apart. It is time to reclaim media for good. Let's shape a better world by telling better stories.
I am sorry, Peanut. I really want the best for you. Please call me back.
Discover the truth. See it for what it is. Rise up. You can be so much more. I'm sorry. Move forward together. Leave the past behind. Face your challenges. Find hope in unexpected places. Rewrite your future. Your past does not define you.
Sorry.
Repair the broken. Better, stronger, more beautiful. The old is gone, the new has come. Join us and be a part of this new journey. Edifying our world, one story at a time.
Great. I'm now going to pass the time to Jin Kai. He's going to give us a really cool example of how we can actually use positive media to transform lives. Not just the audience, but actually the subject that you're also featuring also as well. Yeah, Jin Kai, over to you. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So firstly, a little bit about this video that we just saw before we go on to the next video. So what we saw here is an example, right? Just an example, illustration of how you can tell the story in many different ways, right? You saw there animation, you saw there what looks like documentary, and you saw there what looks like a sci-fi story, right? So you can tell it in sci-fi, you can tell it in comedy, you can tell it in a world that's been destroyed by war. So many different ways you can tell the story, right? But what we want to see is how the themes that we've been discussed can be shown through what you want to tell. Okay, and I want to share also about another story that I wasn't involved in, but was done by the company of my ex-intern. So as you all know, I am a film producer, and sometimes I take on students who work while learning in my companies. And there was this intern who worked for me more than 20 years ago. Of course, since then, he's grown up. He has become very successful. He actually moved to Vietnam, started his company, and one of the things he did was to get his company to cover different food areas, different small, not famous big restaurants, but those little corners where food stores are, and to find out the stories of the hawkers who do the food. And 2 years ago, they did a story about this elderly man that we see here, and his story. After they told his story, it was seen on YouTube, and somehow it caught a lot of people's attention. Anyone wants to guess how many people it reached? Anyone?
Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that later.
Okay, so anyway, seen by many different people, and while in his video, he actually shared about what happened in his life. He used to sell pho. Pho is a kind of Vietnamese noodle, but then he got involved in gambling, soccer betting, and then his life went on a downward spiral. And as it spiraled down, he couldn't work. He was wasting away all the family money. His wife became the one who works, support the children, and even grandchildren. And he was really down and out. The family was all struggling. And then somehow, after a while, after struggling with that for several months, he decided, no, he needs to break this cycle of being addicted to gambling. And so he started anew. He started a shop selling sticky rice, right? And then, so he has this small number of regular customers. And after my former intern's company covered his story, put it on social media, and after it's seen by a lot of people, his business totally blossomed, right? From selling about 100 plates of a day, he ended up selling more than 300 plates a day. That was his record. And so recently, they did another video, a follow-up, to ask him how has his life changed. Let us take a look at that video, the second video.
Hold on. This is the first one. Yeah, let me go to this one.
Hold on. Video. After the first one had gone viral.
310 phần tôi phá kỷ lục. Ngày thường thôi đã là 130 phần. Đấy là niềm vui tự hào của số lượng hóa.
Giờ con cho ông xem vào con mình ra.
Con đọc đi.
Tuần trước xem clip của các bạn, xong sáng hôm sau mình dậy sớm qua hàng của ông để thử luôn. Điều mình thích nhất là lúc chú Hoài chia sẻ về quá khứ của chú, tư duy của chú và gia đình, thương con cháu, đậm chất các bụng tuyệt vời.
Thực sự là tôi rất cảm động. Ban đầu chỉ có 18-20 suất, nhưng bây giờ thì nó đã vượt con số rất lớn. Mà đặc biệt là tôi đã phá một cái kỷ lục là 310 suất. Tôi nhớ đó ngày hôm giỗ tổ Hùng Vương. Đấy là niềm vui tự hào của số lượng hóa.
Tôi đi thay lập trường rồi.
Hiện nay cái ốp trứng là con trai tôi đã thay tôi.
Anh là món trứng tự hào chứ, chuyên nguyên ốp trứng cho bố. Cái thời điểm năm đầu tiên đông nhất, bố anh để một người là xới xôi bố anh đỡ một công đoạn đi, nhưng mà bố anh lại cứ muốn là một mình ấy, khi mà tự tay bố anh làm cho khách. Và sinh viên học sinh về tôi rất đông. Với sinh viên và học sinh tôi vẫn tâm huyết một câu: các con ăn no, các con ăn 20.000 ok, là 20.000 ít xôi, nhưng thực ra cái tâm của tôi ấy, các con ông để cho con nhiều xôi đấy. Và tôi nhận lại cái gì? Con cảm ơn ông. Thế là tôi vui rồi. Từ lúc các bạn đến thì tôi còn thẳng lưng tôi có còng tôi vẫn sẽ làm. Các bạn nhìn thấy đến giờ cứ lại cháu độ thứ hai thôi, mới học lớp 8. Tôi mong con một sức khỏe để tiếp tục đồng hành cùng cháu độ thứ hai. Tâm niệm của tôi là truyền bá lại cho con trai, và tôi hy vọng ngày ở đấy bạn hướng tâm chú trọng hơn về cái bá đạo để bạn có thể thay thế. Cảm ơn quý khách yêu ẩm thực đến nhà hàng xôi Hoài.
Yeah, so that's produced by my former intern, now boss of his own company, and this is an example of a video that really changed not just the life of this old gentleman, but also impacted the people who come after that, right? So we saw how he got over his gambling addiction, how he started anew, and we saw how he said he used to have only sells 10 to 15 bowls a day. And then after the video, it averages around 100, 200 a day. That's like 10 time growth, right? Even there was a day when the record hit 300. So it's now providing for the whole family again. You know, the video went viral, impacted his life, and he tries to give back. He pays it forward, right? We see how he decides when students come with very little money, buying the smallest bowl, he gives extra, right? So that students, even though they pay the lowest amount, gets as much as everyone else. Our videos, even if it's simple, can touch people's lives. Okay, and I hope your video can touch people's lives as well. On the Trevor.
That's beautiful. Now we can ask them how many, they think that this video reached, actually. That's the question now.
Yeah, when it went viral, the first video, anyone want to guess? In fact,
you can
guess. Try guessing.
Yeah,
put it into the chat, right? Any of
yeah,
you.
put it in the chat. 10,000, 50,000. Yeah, if you want to guess how many people actually watch this video. As people, is the chat enabled? I think it is, right? Joe?
It's enabled.
Okay, cool. Yeah, anyone can guess how many people actually viewed this video clip? 800,000. Okay.
250,000.
250,000. Okay.
More than 2 million.
Whoa. Okay. Great. 1 million, 3 million. All right. Shall we show them?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
317. Tôi phá kỷ lục.
Wait, let me move it forward. Okay. So how many do you see there? 1 million views. Yeah, there's 1 million views. Right. So some people are really, really close. I think someone got the number. Should we give them a prize, Jinkai?
Preview of the video. No, in fact, we have prizes to be announced on the final day for everyone.
I thought you're gonna give the prize, which is the fried rice that I'm looking here. I'm getting really hungry. So the prize is that you get a free meal if you go and visit this really cool guy,
uncle.
Right?
Yes.
This uncle, yeah. Okay, so anyway, that's a great example. Thanks, Jinkai, for sharing like how a story can actually not just encourage people but transform, the actual guy that you're filming. Like it's amazing. Yeah. Okay, so now we're going into a bit of some of the administration. I'm sure. Okay, we just want to do a fresh welcome to everyone on the call. I know some of you just came in the last 5 to 10 minutes. A big welcome. My name is Trevor, and we have Jinkai also as well, and the rest of the team. We've started a bit earlier, but we've recorded everything, so don't worry. We will send you the link of the first part if you've missed that. All right. So now we're actually talking a bit about the timelines for what's happening from today, which is actually the official launch. Then we have, of course, you can start your productions now. Even now, as we're talking, you should already have some planning in mind. On the 15th of June, very important, we are inviting you guys, if you're a creator, to have a check-in with us. So it will be me, Chinkai, and a few other people, and we're just here to help you, right? So this is the time that we want to encourage you. If you are having some creative challenges or you're not really sure whether you're going down the right direction, do come in. That's when we can actually do a check-in with you. That's the 15th of June on Monday, 8 o'clock Singapore time. So that's when we're going to do that. Then, of course, you can, do your production from the 15th to the 19th. One more important date is the 17th of June. This one is a more compulsory check-in because we just want to make sure that you're on the right track. So just a shout out to Ibu Inga, if you can also encourage all your teams to come in on the 17th of June. That's quite important because the 17th of June is where we can just have a bit of up-to-date of where you are in your production. And if you need any further help, we're just there for you to make sure that you get over the line when it's time for submission. Okay, and then the 20th of June, that's very important. At 6 p.m. is the submission deadline, and we will share with you how you're going to actually submit your wonderful creation, and that's on the 20th of June, 6 p.m. Then we have the judging and popular vote from the 20th to the 26th, and then on the 27th of June, Saturday, we will have the awards celebration ceremony, right? And we hope that everyone can join because whether you win or not, we want to celebrate everybody's creation and have a chance to actually encourage everyone. That's the community that we want to build. Chika, anything else you want to add on the timelines? Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. So for the check-ins, right, on the 15th and the 17th, and also for the award celebration, the links will be sent to you all. So do this link, right? So it will always be this link, right? So if you're looking for some other link, it is this same one. So we don't have different links for different meetings. So of course, it will be sent to you as a reminder. As Trevor has explained just now, the optional check-in, we have experts who are willing to provide the mentorship that you require. Right, these are all people who's been in the media and entertainment industry for many years, averaging, I think all of us average 20 over years each, right? As storytellers, as novelists, as filmmakers, we are very keen to help share the expertise that we have to help guide your story. Okay, so don't be shy. Feel free to log in. We will all be waiting there in the 1 hour. If you do not need to, there's no obligation. But if you have the time, check in, right? Just consult with us anytime about your story, and we'll be happy to help you shape your story so that it becomes better, right? And then as for the compulsory check-in, note it is compulsory, right? We just want to make sure that everyone is on time. I mean, not on time, but as in keeping up to the schedule to make sure that you can finish and give you whatever help you may need.
Yeah, very good. I mean, really, our heart is we're just wanting you to make the best possible version of creation. So I think that's where we just want to rally behind you and support you as best as we can, right? Because we want to celebrate your creation. So as what Jinkai mentioned, the Zoom link is here. And if you can't take it, it's also on our website also as well. We've put the Zoom link. If you go to the FAQ section, you can actually see the link there, and you can also see the timings also as well. So we will actually send all these timings out. If you can go to the website, you can actually see all the timing is here, and then also the web link also as well. So don't have to worry, you're well protected. The other thing is that if you have sent us your email, if you're already registered, we can also send you a reminder. A shout out to Joel. If you can also send out an email reminder for the Monday and the Wednesday, that would be great. So everyone also has the link and is reminded that we have that section also as well. All right, so that's the timeline. So do remember, the most important is the 17th of June, the check-in. And then, of course, you need to submit by the deadline, right? Because it's still a competition. We want to make sure that everybody gets comes to the right submission timeline. And then, of course, we'll have the judging. And then, of course, the award celebration. We want to invite everyone, invite your friends also as well, because we just want to celebrate everybody's wonderful content creation. Okay, so the last part is just talking about a bit about the registration. Now, we're very thankful to have our partner called Artworker. Most of you should have already registered. And in Artworker, you would have 3 steps, right? You have registered. And when you register, you also become part of the community for Artworker. Maybe just a quick introduction. Maybe, Jin Kai, can you just do a quick introduction about who Artworker is so that they know? Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So all of us are familiar with K-pops, K-dramas, right? As we know, the Koreans are incredible in the entertainment industry, right? And so Artworker is basically a platform, right, which represents many individual Korean. It started off with Korean, now it's global, with many Korean artists. So Korean artists could mean Korean actors, singers, composers, directors, producers, comic book writers. So basically, Korean artists, right? So it started off with just Koreans, but right now it also represents different artists from different parts of the world, right? So the members in Artworker who are from other parts of the world as well. There's currently about 7,000 to 8,000 members in there. So by signing up, you also have become part of Artworker, right? So if you want to look for projects to collaborate on, if you want to reach out to a Korean producer to produce what you have, you can go through Artworker, right? Or not just Korean. It started with Korea, but right now it's other parts of the world, right? So Artworker has used their engine to help facilitate this registration, submission, and all of that.
Very good. And of course, Artworker is not just an engine, as what Chin Kai mentioned. They are a community of artists, a global artist. And I think it's important if you're an aspiring artist and you want to get your work known, that's where other producing companies are also looking at new entries. And that's where you can actually showcase your portfolio also as well. You never know, you might be picked up by Netflix. I think one of the guys got picked up by Netflix, if I'm not wrong. I think Jin was sharing.
Yeah, actually, one of the early members of Artworker, he is he does webtoons, right? I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with webtoons. So he does webtoons about a boxer, right? So yeah, it's a lot of action and all that. But it's not just action. It's the redemptive stories. It's stories of lives that are changed, through this guy's journey. So it became very popular, had millions and millions and millions of followers. And right now, Netflix has adapted the IP and is going to make it into a series. So that is happening as we speak right now. Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, I have a little snippet of this. I think this is the one. I remember I had an old deck. So you can see Hidden Talent was found because he was on the platform. The project was led by Netflix and all these kind of things. So you never know. You might be able to be talent spotted, and in this platform. But we are very grateful for them as partners because they developed this really awesome dashboard for us, which you're being part of. So when you register, you're also registering as part of the Artworker community. We are all art workers as in the creative industry. The other thing, which is step 2, you can actually register as a team or as a solo. I'm going to leave here so that we can actually see. You can actually create or join a team, right? So this is very important. You can register as an individual creative, or you can actually join a team as a team member. So you can actually see some of the teams that are there. Maybe Jin Kai, you can join the Powerpuff Girls. I think that's quite cool. Yeah. All right. So if your team leader has already put out the team, then you will be able to see that your team is there, and then you just join in and then you just follow the instructions. I won't take too much time on this, but I'm just going to register as a solo artist and then I'll go back here. And the last step is actually your project submission, which is the most important. So on the day of submission, you need to make sure that you enter your submission title. Let's say, bullying or something like this, reawakening. Make sure you have your description, and then you upload your file and then your URL. Now, why this is important? Because we have a row of judges, and then when they see your creative content, then they will be able to score it with the points, right? So it's very important that you finish the last step, which is actually step 3, which is the project submission. Yeah, it's quite simple. Anyway, if you have any questions, we'll be happy to take that at the end of the meeting. All right. The other thing I think, Chika, we wanted to talk to them. We're respecting everybody as your own creative IP creator. So this is very important. Some of you might not be familiar, but your IP could be worth millions, right? Even your short little 5-minute could be a start of a beautiful and a very potentially big world idea. So in this part of your registrations, you have also clicked that you're actually you're either going to have equal joint ownership as a team, or you're going to be a designated IP owners with contributors, that you basically are the primary IP owner, and then the other team members assign their contributions to you. Now, if you have any questions, again, you can always reach out to me and Jinkai if you need clarity about this. But this is an important thing because we do not want you to be arguing later if your content goes viral, right? And you say, "Oh, whose work is this?" That kind of thing. I think that's the thing that we want to avoid. Jinkai, anything else you want to add regarding IP ownership?
Yeah. Well, so basically, IP is your intellectual property, right? What you created, the video. Now, an idea is never an intellectual property, but once you write it out or once you put it into a video or something like that, we put into a drawing, it becomes an intellectual property, right? And we will never know, right, what the intellectual property can become. So I think and as media professionals, right, I think what we see is that a lot of people, they do not know that what they hold may become valuable in future. And that's why for us, we want to make sure that you understand this, right? That whatever you create, you may say, "Oh yeah, okay, yeah." So is it owned by one of you, or is it owned by everyone in the team, right? So that in case if somehow in future someone wants to produce something bigger out of your little video, then someone can discuss with the IP owner.
Yeah, there have been problems. I mean, because if you're in the industry, we've heard of many times, because this is not properly discussed, when the project actually has potential value, because nobody agrees, it never sees the light of day, which is very sad. So that's why we want to protect you as your content creators. This is important. This is an important conversation that you need to have with your team if you're having a team also as well. So right. So the heart behind this is really to protect you and to make sure that your content that you're creating is protected. All right. So I think that is regarding intellectual property ownership. And that's also part of your sign up. The other thing is just general rules. I think this is the last part of the rules. Basically, as we've spoken at the beginning, we want to produce content that is edifying and encouraging people. So, generally you need to make sure that it's wholesome, inclusive, positive narrative, appropriate for a universal audience. So, for example, content that has explicit sexuality or violence or hate speech or intentionally divisive themes, we are prohibiting for the purpose of this hackathon. Now, of course, if you're a content creator, you want to do that, that's fine, but that's not something that we want to feature in this hackathon. Anything else, Jinkai, you want to add for this one?
Yeah. So in line with what we said about inspiring people, right? Really touching people's hearts. It is easy to try to do something sensational, right? Something sexual to attract views. But really, how does it make the world better? How does it make you better? On the other hand, we saw the video, right, of the food vendor just now, right? Very simple video, but because of its story, because it is something that's upbuilt, that really makes things better, right? It still went viral. It still had millions of views. So I really want to encourage us to be everyone to be part of this community of making something good, not just good as in good quality, but good as in it's better for us, it's better for the rest of the world. So that's what EDEFI is about. And we really want to not just encourage people to create, we also want to promote it. So the videos that you submit has to be consistent with the themes that we have, right? Something that is positive, so that we can promote it to the audience out there. Okay, so we will be strict on this, right? If in any way it shows something that's not wholesome, then we will not be able to put it on our social media or promote it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I just want to add a caveat because some of you might be thinking, for example, I think I mentioned one example of bullying at the beginning, right? Now, bullying, you can actually show a scene of, a kid being, violently beaten and stuff like that, right? Because you want to actually showcase, the intensity of the moment, but it doesn't promote violence. It actually just shows what happens as a bully and how the kid actually then is able to recover from that. That's fine, right? So I think the key thing is like, not to say, I mean, like your boxing, that boxing is a violent, I mean, but we're not promoting violence. I think that's where we just want to make sure that that line is drawn, right? For that. Okay. I think that's about it. Shall I move on? Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, this was interesting, right? So basically, how will your video be judged, right? And we have a total of 5 different criteria, and it's split up into different points. So, for example, story impact, it's very, very high in thing because basically, if you are able to create an emotional resonance, like what you saw from the uncle, right? He's cooking the thing. I think I was very touched when he started to cry and he's talking about his kids. That is powerful. That's very powerful. So that's story impact, right? So that gets the highest scoring. Then, of course, you have storytelling, which is the narrative. Of course, it has to make sense. You can't be showing one scene and then all of a sudden, if the guy's, in the office, then all of a sudden he's flying in the sky or something like that. There needs to be some, proper story arc and proper narrative also as well. Creativity and originality, especially if you haven't seen something like this before, you created a new concept, a new perspective. That's beautiful. That's wonderful. Technical execution comes into the quality of your production, whether it's your editing, your sound design, whether you put a nice video clip about this, if you're using AI tools, if you're able to make sure that the character that you're following, if you have a hero character, that hero character is quite consistent throughout. These are things that we will judge in regards to the technical execution. And the last one, of course, is the effective use of the team. If we're seeing the resonance of the team coming out, that's also something that we will want to reward you for that as well. Chika, anything else you want to add for the judging? Yeah.
Yeah. So, as we mentioned, right, feel free to check in with us on Monday, and do definitely check in with us on Wednesday. And if you have any questions, okay, does my story fit within your rules? Or how can I make my story have greater emotional impact? Is my story creative enough? Right? We are here to help you. Okay, and if you say, okay, I'm not very sure on how some of the technical parts, how to make it better, we're also here to help you, right? So our goal is not to be like a teacher, seeing how good you are and giving marks. Our goal is to be like the kind of teacher that you have, that is more than just marking, but is here to help you produce better videos. So tap on us at any time.
Very good. So, of course, the submission deadline we have told you is the 20th of June by 6 p.m. Please don't miss this deadline. It's always good to submit it earlier as possible. But I know with everyone, it's always at the last minute. So try not to last minute because we want to really respect your hard work. So don't be like 6:01. Then after that, Jinka gets an email. Hey, please, I need you to, So please just take note. 6 p.m. That's the end of when we are
6 p.m.
receiving
Singapore time.
Singapore time. Yeah. All right. And then, of course, we have the judges. We have Jin Kai. I mean, he's a Golden Horse Award-winning producer. We have David. He's not on the call today. A good friend of ours also as well. He's Golden Book Award winner. Marcus Chong is one of the guys on our team, and I'm
sorry.
Sorry?
Just
Yep.
about David. Just very recently, 4 of his IPs, 4, has been acquired by different producers to be produced into animation. This just happened in the last 2 weeks, all 4, all of a sudden, So it's incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then of course we have Marcus, and he's a buddy of mine on in I'm Logos, and he's one of our creative product directors, and he's also into musicals. If you love musicals, he is one of the main experts in that area. So we have wonderful judges. They also will be part of the mentorship panel that will be coming on Wednesday also as well. All right. Now coming the prizes. All right. So the prizes is important, right? So we have the jury's award, which is basically two winners selected by the panel. So we have winner one, winner two. Then we will also have a popular vote award where one winner is selected by the public, and we will find out how we're actually going to administer this. I think we'll inform you most probably on Wednesday how we're going to administer that. And the third one, because we have Ibu Inga, we've introduced her earlier. MBK, we have quite a few people from MBK from Indonesia joining us. There's a special MBK award, for them if they're going to win. So they get another extra award. All right. If you're from MPK, you get an additional award. It's not like you only get the MPK, you get all three if you win all three. Wonderful. All right. And of course, the prizes, you have AI digital marketing and content creation. We're giving you, access into that. AI powered film production platform access. Exclusive if you're MBK, a bonus, social media spotlight, and of course, doors to future opportunities. Jinkai manages a portfolio of IPs. You could be one of the things that he could also bring to other producers also as well. And prizes, we have, different prizes. So for the jury prize, as what we mentioned, we have an AI digital marketing and content creation class by our sponsors, Maxi Academy. And this is available even if you're Indonesia, you're from Singapore, because it's all online. And basically it's very, very good because it teaches you how to do AI digital marketing and content creation. So we have one for the first prize. And then of course we have the popular vote first prize winner. And maybe Chinka, you can introduce the jury's prize regarding the AI generation platform, because that's your buddy also as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So one of my friends is the creator of a new AI platform that is used by professional filmmakers. And so when he heard about this hackathon and how meaningful it is, he says, "Hey, I want to contribute some prizes." And so what he's contributing is basically the first prize, 10,000 credits. So you can use this platform, use the credits it's giving you to create even more videos. Second prize is giving 5,000 credits, right? So for the popular vote, same thing, first prize, 10,000 credits. Yeah.
Well, wonderful. And especially if you're a film producer or you're a filmmaker, this is very useful because it is actually specially tailored for professionals, right? So it's not just a generic AI platform. It actually has a workflow for you to actually generate your sequence and your scenes. And it's actually going to be launched next month. So you actually be one of the first few that are actually testing it out. So that would be something quite fun if you get a chance to do that. Right. And then, of course, the last one is the MPK Awards for the best video. We have Ibu Inga here. Would you want to say anything about the prize? Thank you, so much for getting the sponsorship for this. Ibu Inga, if you want to just say
Yes.
anything. Yeah.
Ya, seperti terlihat juara 1, 2, 3 akan mendapatkan sejumlah 5 juta, 3 juta, dan 2 juta. Kemudian ada 5 peserta akan mendapatkan 1 juta rupiah ditambah dengan trofi dan sertifikat. Total prize adalah 15 juta rupiah. Terima kasih. Thank you, Trevor.
Thank you, MPK, also as well for supporting your community. And of course, we have our partners and sponsors as we discussed. We shared Artworker was the one who did the registrations. We have Faith Tech, Monica, even Joelle. And then, of course, Maxi Academy that sponsored the very nice courses that you're going to be having also as well. And then, of course, MPK. The last one, maybe Joelle, would you like to share a bit about our EDEFI community? We're just down to the last 2 slides. This is important because we don't want you to just think of this as a one-time event of the hackathon. We want you to see this as a community that you could also encourage us. We are encouraging you also as well. This is something that we really want to invest in, making friendships and making collaborations with artists and with other people that are in the creative space. Maybe Joel, you want to just have a quick sharing about how they could scan and whether,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think just a quick context, adding on to Trevor, I think a lot of you came into this hearing about the hackathon first, but the hackathon is really just the very first step of a wider ecosystem and a community that we're trying to build, which is the EDEFI community. And a community really needs a heartbeat, and you guys are our heartbeat. The hackathon is the first step, and we are really testing out many different ways to enlarge our community, sharing ideas, create new meaningful stories, and powerful storytelling. So to that end, we actually are online. We have social media on Instagram as well as TikTok. Now it's very early days, so we need all your help to get in there and subscribe, follow us, because we'll be also releasing new updates, especially as the hackathon progresses, and even after the hackathon, all our subsequent updates will be released there and over email as well. And so look out for that, because we'll spotlight you guys, we'll spotlight the winners as well, and showcase your work. So do scan the QR code here to reach our Instagram page, give us a follow, and scan our TikTok QR code as well. Give us a follow as well, and we look forward to engaging and talking to you guys over on social media and all these relevant platforms.
Thanks, Joel. And just as a sound out, because this is we are starting this really as an inaugural event. We're building the community, so you're going to be really the one of the first few that will be coming in, and we'll always be very encouraged as you're joining this, as we get more and more people together. Thanks so much, Joel, for setting this up. And the last one is question and answers. I'll pass the time to, we have two Joels on the call, to the Joel in Bangkok to actually share with us how we can actually type in the questions and answers. But before I hand it over to the questions and answers, I do want to thank everybody for attending this. You don't have to stay on if you don't have any more questions and you're like, yeah, I'm good to go. I just want to actually just repeat the last most important thing, which is actually the timeline. That's the last thing I want you to leave with. Basically, the timeline, very important. The 15th of June is an optional check-in. That's really just a very casual one. You come in and we can actually just help you to shape your stories if you need any help. The 17th of June, Ibu Inga, if you can just really get your MPK, if all the teams to come in for the 17th of June, that will be good. So we can do one more briefing if they need it, and just some additional encouragement or fine-tuning of what they're doing. And of course, very important is the 20th of June, 6 p.m. submission deadline, right? And you know where you need to submit. Go to the registration page, and actually there's a submission step, and then you just submit your creation. Of course, the last one, we do hope that everyone can join us, and you can invite your friends and family as well to watch your show, which is on the 27th of June. So that's at the end of the month on a Saturday at 8 o'clock Singapore time. All right. So that's the last one, most important. That's when we actually celebrate your content. As a community, we're going to cheer you. Don't worry. We're not going to be critical. We're going to be there to cheer you on and to encourage you. Right. So that's very important. Now, okay. So other than that, Chika, is there anything else before we go to the Q&A session?
Nope. I think everything is well covered.
Okay, so now passing the time to Joel, just showing them how they can actually enter their Q&A so that we can do it in an organized way. Now, if you're in Indonesia, if you can enter your question in English, it'll be great. If not, we have Ibu Inga to translate for us. Yeah. Okay, over to you, Joel. Thanks.
Fantastic. Right. So I'm just going to share my screen very quickly so you can see exactly how you can submit your questions. So under more, you can click here and then go to Q&A. And once you go Q&A, you can basically type in your questions so that people can answer you. At the moment, we have temporarily turned off the chat so that questions can be very directed. Yes, so please, if anybody has any questions, this is the best time to ask.
Joel, have you enabled the Q&A?
Yes, Q&A is enabled.
And don't worry, there are no stupid questions. If you came in early, you missed out certain things, no problem. Just ask any questions that you have in mind. And the other thing is that if you don't have any questions, we just want to thank you for just coming and joining us today. And if you want to leave, feel free. And we just really appreciate you just coming and joining us tonight. Yep. So let us know if you have any questions. I think what we can do is we can also circulate the slides to you. so that you can actually see all the things. So Ibu Inga, I will send you the slides in PDF or in PowerPoint. Then you can translate that and then send that to your teams together with the video that we're recording tonight so that we can send them that package. Yeah.
Teman-teman dari Indonesia, kalau ada pertanyaan, silahkan masukkan di Q&A dalam bahasa Inggris ataupun dalam bahasa Indonesia. Terima kasih.
Okay, Jinka, you want to answer this? Is there any specific topic that the hackathon wants to aim besides the themes that have been discussed earlier?
Yeah. Well, actually, no specific topic, right? So you have a lot of freedom within the 7 teams, to tell any kind of story, right? Like what we showed in our example, the first video, right? It could be animation, it could be documentary, it could be live action, it could be a fake story, it could be a real story, right? So no specific topic as long it fits our 7 teams, and of course, most important of all, something that's wholesome.
Good question. Very good question. Can be documentary style. It can be fun as anime style also as well. We love anime. Any of this can be fine. No problem. Yeah. But great question. And also looking forward to seeing what you're going to be producing. Yeah. All right. Any other questions? Okay, I'm just going to wait a couple more minutes. If not, we can.
So could we very kindly at the end? Oh yes, please.
Wait, hold on a second. We have one from Ibu Inga. Yeah.
Oke, teman-teman, rekaman hari ini akan dipublish melalui YouTube dan akan ada subtitle Indonesia. We are going to publish this recording in YouTube with the Indonesian subtitle. Just announcement.
Okay, that's fine. Now, one other thing, if you still have any questions, I'm just going to share my screen here. All the FAQ is here. The registration link to this one is all here. It's all quite self-explanatory. So, if you have any things like how do I form my team, how much does it cost, it's free, right? All these things are free. We want to encourage you. How is my IP protected? What language? All these things are there. If you have any further things, I think we're trying to think about most of the things that people will be asking. The last one is this a faith-based event? We actually promoting wholesome creation, right? It's not talking about it can include Christianity, but this is not exclusively a Christian event. But the main thing is that we want you to create stories that are encouraging. So we can welcome any participants of all faith or spiritual backgrounds and worldviews, right? So long you share our commitment to building something that's positive and inspiring. Yep. All right, so that's on our website. So if any other questions, that's there. And as I mentioned, the timeline is there with the Zoom link with all the timings that you need to make sure that you clock it in your calendar also as well. All right. Now, if you have registered, we already have your email, so don't worry. We'll send you an email to remind you. Yep. I see Daniel have a question. Okay, I'm seeing. Okay, there's a long one. All right. If not, can I ask everyone, if you don't mind, to switch on your video cameras at this stage? I want to take a nice video shot of everybody, and so that we know that you're not an AI bot. Right, Jinkai? Sometimes we don't know that it could be an AI bot that is creating content. No, we don't want that, right? Yeah. All right, we want to use AI, but AI should not be the one that's creating. Okay, so if you don't mind just switching on your videos, we will love that you can do that, and then we can just take a nice shot of that. Joel, if you can help me to do the shot.
Terutama yang dari Indonesia, tolong.
Or everyone is too shy.
Yeah, seems to be.
Too shy, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll take it as it is. If we can do that. And Chika, anything else you want to share before we close the session? Yeah.
Nope. Just thank you very much for joining us for today's meeting, and also we look forward to your video.
Yeah, really all the best. We are encouraging you. We are totally behind you. We are excited to see what you guys are going to be creating. Really excited. Really excited. You could be the next 1 million hit, right? All right. Okay, so thank you very much. We're going to close the session, and we really appreciate everyone coming on. So Joel, we're
Thank
good?
you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
everyone.
See you soon. Good luck.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.